Bersih 2 percaya bahawa hanya dengan pilihan raya yang bersih dan adil sahaja, kedaulatan undang-undang dapat dipelihara, hak asasi manusia dapat dilindungi, dan urus tadbir yang baik, cekap dan telus dapat dipelihara.
Mengingatkan kita kepada satu peristiwa yang merupakan satu watershed, ya, satu landmark, satu yang sebenarnya melagarkan dan merubah sekaligus wajah dan lanskap politik Malaysia, yakni perhimpunan 100,000 Malaysia pada hari bersih pada 10 November 2007. Saudara-saudara sekalian, if only my heart could speak, saya tidak mau berbicara lebih daripada itu. Apa yang kami hajatkan dalam bersih adalah supaya pada akhirnya akan dapat diinstitusikan di negara yang kita semua sayangi ini satu amalan demokrasi yang matang, yang mengizinkan erti demokrasi yang sebenarnya, di mana contestation berlaku atas padang yang sama rata. Ini yang kami hajatkan dan kami perjuangkan, sehingga ada di kalangan kami yang merengkuh 2-3 hari di penjara setelah beberapa round demonstrasi. And politics of fear, and the old politics of fear would just have got to go away, and giving way to the new politics, which will be the emerging politics that we all espouse to have for a better Malaysia, for a better future, for the progeny of all our children and grandchildren to come. Begitu saja saya kira malam ini yang dapat saya sebutkan, dan saya cukup mengharapkan not just Ambega and his steering committee, but each and every one of us in this Dewan to be the agent of change. And let me say this by quoting Gandhi in my concluding remark. Gandhi once said, "Be the change you want to see in the world." With that, I thank you.
No, you have to stand there. You have to stand next to him. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Bersih 2 percaya bahawa hanya dengan pilihan raya yang bersih dan adil sahaja, kedaulatan undang-undang dapat dipelihara, hak asasi manusia dapat dilindungi, dan urus tadbir yang baik, cekap dan telus dapat dipelihara. Umat Persekutuan Tanah Melayu ini mencapai taraf suatu bangsa yang merdeka, lagi berdaulat, sama setimpal kedudukannya dengan segala bangsa seluruh dunia. In 1966, Article 25B of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights was drafted to read as follows: every citizen shall have the right and the opportunity to vote and to be elected at genuine periodic elections, which shall be by universal and equal suffrage, and shall be held by secret ballot, guaranteeing the free expression of the will of the electors. Yet, in 2010, we still say that our elections are not free and fair in Malaysia. In terms of elections in this country, we have not yet achieved, in the words of Tunku Abdul Rahman, taraf suatu bangsa yang merdeka lagi berdaulat, sama setimpal kedudukannya dengan segala bangsa seluruh dunia. The Secretariat and advisors were all present and heard us out on all the issues that I had mentioned earlier. We were very frank. We even talked about independence and so on. The Commission members then responded to all our issues. And we were told, of course, in respect of some, we will take it on board, in respect of the others, we may not have change, etc., etc. But we did this of people who couldn't be registered. And we handed over those lists to the Election Commission. Now, I believe this is a positive move. It was a good meeting. I have to be frank and admit it was a very good meeting. It was a positive move. There was consensus on some issues, but I am aware that there will be many other issues where we will have to still keep going back and back. Now, some things that were interesting, that were mentioned by the Election Commission, are the following. They have said that they will be looking into the issue of postal votes with a view to cleaning up this process. They have also said they will not consider indelible ink. Now, we think indelible ink, which is used in India and other places, is a very simple way of cutting down fraud. But they said they're not going to do that, but they're looking at some other alternatives, something that involves technology. But I hope, while they're doing their research into the technology, that if the 13th general elections comes round, or any other by-elections takes place, that they will use indelible ink, because it's a cheap, simple method of preventing fraud. Now, thirdly, and this is very interesting, we raised the point about media, and we said, why doesn't the Election Commission write to the media or instruct or advise the media that they must give fair coverage to all the candidates? And we were met with this response, and we were pleasantly surprised. They said they do that. The Election Commission said that they do write to the press, or they meet them and tell them to give all candidates free access to the media. Now, that's very interesting to me, and I in fact asked permission. I said, can I publicize this? In fact, you should be publicizing this. And they said, yes, you can go ahead and publicize it, and that's why I'm doing it. Now, kita rakyat mendesak pilihan raya yang bersih dan adil. Kita rakyat, kita menentukan. Thank you.